felt good to look at that again.
I haven't seen that.
Welcome to the 20th edition of Dumb Marks After Dark. We got myself, Donald, and Jason here tonight to break down Survivor Series WarGames predictions. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Tired, over it. Not ready for tomorrow.
Family time tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then back to work Friday.
Yeah. That's the game plan.
Yep. Doing good. Hey, I miss these weeknights we used to have.
I know. It's been too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been really long. Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about coming in. When are we supposed to be out somewhere? We're too old for that. Is this the party night?
Everyone on here is over 40. We're too old for that.
Don't even go to the local bars anymore.
Like I said, if I'm going out, I want those prices from when we went back in the day.
Yeah,
I'm not going out with new prices.
Before certain things, dollar drinks.
Yeah, well, they used to be 50-cent drinks and dollar like domestic beers. That's what they were. Mm-hmm.
Never gonna see that again.
Nah.
So for all the college kids and everybody that's home for the weekend, enjoy your night out. Be safe out there.
Be safe.
Drink a little for me.
Yeah, one for me too. Because this is the new party right here.
Yep. Because after we're done here, boy, I'm gonna write the bed.
Oh, that's showing the age right there.
Yes, it is.
Lights are already down low in Donald's house.
Mm-hmm.
Got the night light on back there. Got the pipe ready.
Yep.
just needs that little bottle of Cavassier right next to him.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Then it's a good night's sleep.
Yes,
that's salted caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Smooth.
That's way downstairs. I can't reach that right now.
All right, so we're here for Survivor Series WarGames predictions. We got 5 matches on the card. Before we jump into the card, is there anything that you guys excited for WarGames? Anything you want to talk about leading up into this card?
I'm good. I'm going to be truly honest. I haven't watched WWE in a month, so haven't watched it in a month. So I'm just gonna, off the top of my.
That's for Donald.
Man, I'm just gonna be off the top of the head, like, hey, it's such and such on there. Yeah, such and such do this. So
you don't even know the 5th man yet.
Or who has the advantage? And spoiler alert, I have the advantages on here. One's already happened, one hasn't because it's pre-taped. But I do have the spoiler for it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Jimmy and RJ and Jacob's on SmackDown.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right, we'll kick things off. United States Championship. LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And Donald, Shinsuke's back.
Yes.
Make the change. Pull the trigger. Do it now.
I would love that. I really would. But just what they've done with Shinsuke, like, that's the only reason why I'm hesitant to say do the change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I said before, LA Knight's run with the title has been awful to me since he won it. It's been really, really lackluster. Yeah, he gets the pop from the fans, but what is he doing in the ring?
And Steve brought that up this past week. The pop that LA had this past week on SmackDown was a great pop, but whether he has the belt or doesn't have the belt, I think he's going to get that reaction because the fans just like him. So
for me, I've been impressed with everybody chasing the belt.
Exactly.
More than what he's been doing with the belt. So,
from what I've been reading, that's what everybody's excited for. Mello and Andrade and all that stuff. Yeah. So, hey, why not? Go Shinsuke here. Give him something to do. Like, really, give him something.
The only question is, who do you have for him?
Andrade and Mello.
Andrade and Mello.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know who they're going to give it to next. Like, I would love to see Shinsuke have the belt again.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just like, are they actually going to be booking Shinsuke as they should? Or is he just back for
limited time?
And then he's going back to Japan for a match, and then that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do those matches yet in Japan?
I think he has another one coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that might sway my decision. But no, make the change. Put it on Shinsuke.
I mean, he
Yes.
should go over there with the title. You know, they want to be worldwide recognition. Put the belt on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. My heart wants to go with Shinsuke. It really does, but the head and logically, I think LA's retaining.
Yeah, I'm starting to have a new outlook on titles and all that stuff. Like, you need to start doing work in the ring. If not, take the damn belt off of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on that one?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the Intercontinental Championship. Triple threat, Braun Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser.
This for me has been pretty interesting from jump. Ever since who was last? Ever since I say Ricochet held the belt, I've been interested in their Intercontinental Championship run and all the matches they had, like leading up to the feuds, everything, the pushes. Uh, do you take it off Braun again? I don't know, but I want to see Sheamus get that eluded title.
Okay. Yeah.
Donald brought up that point just on this last match, of do something in the ring or get the belt taken off.
Mm-hmm.
Are WWE impressed with the run Braun's had? He just got it back, a month ago.
Well, I mean, this belt they've been doing something with.
Yeah.
It's always been contended with. Everybody's been having matches. You're not just coming out and cutting promos. A lot of people have been in the mix. I'm liking this title more than the US.
I'm shocked that Sheamus and Ligwid Kaiser are still like feuding with each other.
That's a forever feud. That's
that's never
going away.
It seems like the middle of summer that they were feuding. It is still going on. I haven't watched watch Raw or SmackDown within like a month. It was like everything I've been catching is just like scrolling through my feeds and all that stuff. What I've been catching, and I'm shocked that these two are still.
We're teetering back to the Vinnie Mac era.
Yes, still feuding with each other. Yeah, like it was on COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was COVID time. You just fight the same person for 2 months straight.
Only thing is, these guys are putting on bangers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the saying?
banger.
Yeah, but Braun still good. I mean, Braun just got the title back recently. Keep it on him.
That's my thinking too. It's just he just got it back. Like, unless they don't have faith in him, which I'd be very surprised if that was the case. I see Braun retaining here.
I wanted to be Sheamus. Give me Braun.
All right, up next, World Heavyweight Championship match: Gunther versus Damian Priest.
I'm going Gunther just because I want to see him have a long run with it.
Me too. I just don't know where, like, you don't just tear him down for like a good 2 weeks and then have him revert back to the old Gunther. So I'm not sure where this goes.
Yeah, and this is another one. I'd be very surprised that the title run hasn't been that long.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Priest's title run. Like, I wouldn't have a problem seeing the belt back on him, but
yeah,
just the timing.
Yeah, like, where do we go with Priest after this? That's kind of my question too. Like,
Dirty Dom.
Yeah, are we just going right back into that?
Or Finn.
Again, but I mean, is that showing growth on Priest's part when they keep throwing him up against the Judgment Day? I mean, you have to fight somebody different sometimes. You just can't keep going back to the same well over and over again. This ain't Cena Orton.
Isn't it? I don't know what to do with Priest, other than Judgment Day right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to see him get the belt and then, just go back into the Judgment Day feud.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather see him defend it against different people, but I mean, I'm kind of expecting shenanigans in some sort of fashion, to cause the reason for the next feud with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still think they got that Finn and him and Finn in the pocket, so they'll probably teeter back to that.
They
but,
will, because Finn needs his win. He's got a 50-50 book it.
Yeah.
Give me Gunther right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran it back.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Gunther as well. I mean, you said, got to do the Finn run, but the new number one wrestler 30 under 30, Dirty Dom. I mean, do you try to keep going on that?
Oh no.
You want to see wrestling get turned on its head?
Oh no.
Put the belt on Dom.
Don't worry.
I'm not saying put the belt on Dom.
Oh, I got plans for Dom. But we gotta wait till January. Then we gotta wait till a little bit of April.
Oh. I might be taking off. At least those days. All right, moving on. We'll go into the first WarGames match. We got the women's WarGames match. So right now, Team Rhea has the advantage going into this.
Did they officially put Bailey on?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Was that something from the pre-tape from SmackDown, or?
No, that was from Raw.
From Raw, just a little nod or whatever. Okay.
I guess so.
All right.
It's truly a throw together match.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like we talked about this past week, why not just do a Survivor Series match here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything don't call for WarGames.
Yeah. Best of both worlds. You get your WarGames and you get your Survivor Series match.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, Team Rhea should just wipe the floor with this match. But I'm just not sure. There's too many storylines on the babyface side.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff intertwining in this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not all connected together, but just a lot of stuff going.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like Candice LeRae is like the only odd person like wedged in there.
Oh, she gonna win. She gonna be the Dolph Ziggler of
the Soul Survivor.
The Soul Survivor, yeah. Mm-hmm. And does Tiffany Stratton keep teasing the money in the bank? The cash in, especially with this. In this format, it could be possible.
It could. She's got both champions in the ring.
Mm-hmm. And it would be different if they did it.
Yeah.
That'd be a good surprise.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna go with the heels on this one, and I think Big Mommy Cool is definitely gonna show out.
Yeah, give me Liv and our team Liv. I don't know. I'm just expecting the storylines to unfold on the face side.
Okay. I'm going back and forth on this completely, but it's not for a title. As of right now, no title is on the line for anything other than if we do see Tiffany do anything. I'm going to go Team Rhea on this. Just, I don't know, something just, not that it's anything that's been done on TV, just something to me just says the heels aren't going to win. But you got both champions, so it's WarGames, so what the hell? Anything can happen in that match.
Yeah.
We'll see. I hope it turns out to be a good match.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all.
No.
All right. And main event, men's WarGames. You got Team Roman versus Team Solo, and Team Solo has the advantage going into there. Spoiler alert.
Okay. I don't know why I had Team Roman off the jump going over. just because you still got the final boss play coming in. I'm just not sure when they pull that card out.
With him filming right now, I'd be surprised if he shows up
Mhm.
here, especially it being in Vancouver. But it's also a big event, so
Yeah.
something that could play off. But they're also hyping up Saturday night's main event next month too, so who knows?
Like at some point, this team had this, can't get the job done where he has to come in. So maybe this is the point.
I go with the OG bloodline in this one, just because they lost the last one in Saudi. So everybody's found everybody is back together here.
Plus CM Punk.
We don't mention his name.
Never say never.
Yeah, it was like everybody's back together on this one. So have the faces win this. So there have to be a rubber match somewhere, in my thinking.
I got issues with this match. I didn't bring it up this past week on the show because I knew going into I wanted to save it for predictions.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Steve had to say, that he thinks that there's threads here. The whole interaction between Roman and CM Punk, about Paul Heyman, that could be a feud. Cool. Bronson Reed he's going to go back to Raw, but maybe they can use him whenever he's needed. Cool. Don't have a problem with that. I'm not all for Team Roman winning this original bloodline, only because I would have rather seen it be a 4-on-4 WarGames match.
Yes. They didn't need that.
That's the problem I had with this.
The fifth.
And yes, usually, the original WarGames and everything, and the way WWE's been doing it the past couple years has been 5-on-5. But like NXT in the past, and even in WCW, they've adjusted that. Sometimes they've done, like they did Undisputed Era, in NXT with 4
3.
4.
Yeah.
They did the 3s.
Yeah, they did 3s.
Yeah. So it's like, you can do that. Like, just say it's WarGames
just for the storyline.
4-on-4. Yeah. Like, so whenever they added Bronson, they added CM Punk, it's like, I got where Steve was going, that, it's just going to further other stuff, feuds down the road. Cool. But then it's not the war. Yeah, to me, like when we're adding other people in here that don't belong, it's not like that final battle like that it should have been in this match.
Like the only person I would have seen if it would have been 5 would have been either another Samoan and Cody, just because you had that long history.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I still want to have loved Cody being added to it but yeah, I would get it a little bit more. Everything that he's been involved with. But like, to me, this isn't the war. This isn't like the final war. It's just a battle on the stop to keeping this storyline going.
Yeah,
and so it's like, I don't know, and after Steve mentioned that the other day of the CM Punk Roman stuff, it's just like we still don't know where Sammy's allegiance really officially lies. They're kind of teasing that with some Easter eggs of maybe he is Solo's side. So it does something happen this week that caused it. Right now, my gut's telling me Team Solo for the win. And then whatever happens, final boss comes back, yada yada yada. We can have, the final battle at some point or something.
Yeah, once the final boss come back, then Hulkamania got to come back too. To really put an end to the violence.
Like with Team Roman, I've seen so many theories, and it had damn near everybody turning. So there's that wrinkle. So
conspiracy theories more than JFK.
Yeah. Jimmy's going to turn. Jay's going to turn. Sammy's going to turn. CM Punk's going to turn.
It's just going to be like the NWO. Then at the end, you just get the finger poke of doom, and then they all come back together.
Yeah.
What was the match where, who was it? Parker Claudio left the cage altogether?
Forgot about that. Like if they would do, I don't know, it's not Bloodline. Like the match is Bloodline, but it's not Bloodline because it's like it's more like the Heyman family here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Okay. Yes.
in that instead of the
good
Bloodline.
analogy. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, like I'm not sure. I haven't seen like anything that like tells me like yeah, this is definitely gonna happen. But there's threads that you can see something could happen. I'm noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said that Heyman family. Then they got to add Brock. Then you got to add Claudio. He got to come back. Who else he run with? Mr. Perfect Son. I forget his name.
I mean,
You
there's
Curtis
the
Axel.
one that we probably shouldn't mention. The big guy. He'll come out of retirement just for one more match, being a Paul Heyman guy. Yeah, I would be really looking forward to this match if it would have been 4-on-4. But right now, it's just. I mean, I'm still interested, but it's not the same as it would have been for me.
Mm-hmm.
Since all this has been so thrown together, would you like to see him like alternate between NXT and the main roster every year for WarGames?
So NXT get it 1 year, then main roster get it the next year, like that,
or every other, or like maybe 1 year main roster, 1 year NXT, take a year off, something like that.
or just need it whenever the story calls for it.
Yeah.
Like the old days.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it's the pay-per-view Survivor Series. You're adding the tagline WarGames to it.
Yeah.
So you can add the tagline of WarGames to anything at any time.
Yeah.
Like Survivor Series needs a refresh, so like I was happy when they brought it in.
Yeah.
You know, like just to do it, but now they're doing it every year. It's like I don't need it every year.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor Series is my least favorite of everything, but maybe I'd like to see them go back to tradition one time.
Or like we were saying, like I would have been happy if it would have been one match for either. Yeah. What's up, Taekwondo? Anything else for this WarGames match?
Nah. Just to see how everything plays out. That's it.
It's just another stepping stone to thing. Another stepstone to Rumble. Because now that's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
Are they doing so they have main event? Are they doing day one at all?
Right now, nothing's been announced for January.
Okay.
No. The first will be a Wednesday, so probably not. Unless they do something like the following week, for the first full week. Well, no, because what is it? The first full week, that's debut on Netflix. So that they're doing a big event for that anyways.
So yeah, so you don't need anything.
Yeah.
You got Saturday night's main event, Raw on Netflix, Rumble.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah, you're good.
All right, 5 matches. Match of the night.
Give me the women's. No, give me Sheamus, Gunther, and Ludwig.
Triple threat. Okay.
Not Gunther. Braun.
Yeah, give me the Intercontinental title.
I'm hoping men's delivers. That's what I'm hoping. The men's WarGames. Really, I mean, I'm going into the U.S. Championship match with lowest of expectations, and then I'm thinking the other 4 could deliver, any of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They don't need to make it a monthly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much to consume. They don't need
That's
to make
a battle of the belts.
At least that was quarterly. Yeah, I mean, you got what? You got Rumble the first weekend of February, I think. Then I think they're doing Elimination Chamber the first week of March. And then mid-April's Mania. You don't really need anything else in there, but maybe I could see like the old days of throwing in a Saturday night's main event right before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to kind of hype up stuff. But
that'll be like Roadblock. You're doing that again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which you don't need to.
No.
Yeah.
It
Like
was
you
different
said,
back in the day whenever it wasn't like weekly TV. Like it was just like squash matches more than anything.
Yeah. Like you said, I hope the men's turn out to be well too. But again, I really just saw it a couple weeks ago. You just added four more people into the match. So what else new is going to happen?
Yeah.
You know, unless Kane rips out the door, you know, that must be Kane.
You got to be a surprise coming from somewhere.
I mean, something has to happen. Something has to happen. This is quote unquote one of your big four, you know.
Yeah.
So you can come out, cut 3, and then leave again.
Yep.
That's all you need. That's all you need to be like, I'm here still.
Go watch Moana out now.
You had it last year. They're still hyping up the return last year. They were putting stuff out all week. So
yeah.
1 year to the day.
You got that last year. They ain't doing anything big like that this year.
Yeah. But with me, The Rock is all focused on Cody. I just see The Rock and Cody. I don't see The Rock dealing with anything with the bloodline or anything. Like, that's that little pettiness stuff right here. I'm dealing with this right here. No, that's just me.
So, do you think that's the match for Mania then? Rock and Cody, or do you think it's going to be Rock and Roman?
Mm-hmm. Can Rock go one-on-one?
Can Rock go 2 nights in a row?
I don't know. That insurance he has. Can he be out in the ring 2 nights in a row? Yes. Can he be in a match 2 nights in a row?
Whole bunch of hot tags.
Unless they do Rock and Cody at Rumble and then Roman Rock at Mania.
Mm-hmm. That's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Have him return for Netflix.
Yeah. Something like that.
See, now we're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got plans for Cody at Mania.
You're saving that too, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, I got plans for Cody at Mania. Yeah.
That's his January and April plans.
Oh, yes, it is.
We're talking about double champ. Putting every belt on that man.
Modern day Ultimate Dragon. Coming out with belts I never even heard of before. Traveling the globe, snatching titles like Thanos. Cody and Orton for Mania. That can be a possibility. That's definitely slow burning it right now. So
yeah, and there's history.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they can definitely slow burn that.
If we could get like Orton back at like WrestleMania 25, Orton for a match against Cody, like that might be like some of the best shit.
I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat.
I mean, they're really slow burning it right now, so it's definitely possible. Yeah, we'll see what happens next month for main event. But
give me Legend Killer Orton on Cody. I'm taking your family out.
Take the dog out.
Oh, now we're thinking. Out of nowhere.
The show does not support that. We all need PETA coming after us. But that would get a reaction.
That would get.
Anything else for Survivor Series this weekend?
Nope. We'll just see how it runs.
All right. We haven't had the fallout yet for Dynamite yet. That'll be coming up in a half hour. But thoughts on Full Gear?
Oh man.
The middle portion I enjoyed, the middle chunk. From I forget who let it off.
Mercedes
Mercedes was in there. Fletcher and Osprey,
Hangman and Jay White.
Jay White. It just got off the rails at the end for me.
There was a lot. So I usually after the events, I always start with a Twitter poll, thoughts on it. There's a lot of times I don't take justification in the votes because it's usually like thumbs up, like all the way.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised that it was half were thumbs down for this event.
I've seen a lot of people say a 4-hour Dynamite.
Yeah.
Which
I can see that. So, I mean, we three of us watched it together. We definitely felt like a 5-hour show pretty much. It's too much.
Too much, way too much. Yeah. I mean,
they were giving those matches time.
Yeah. I don't know how you made it, Chris, because me and him, every time I looked over, he was gone.
I looked over at him, he was gone.
If I would have been by myself, there's definitely a good chance I probably would have nodded off.
Because I missed the whole Takeshita Ricochet match.
Okay.
I saw when Ricochet came out, and that was it. Next thing you know, Bobby was coming down to the ring. I was like, okay.
That's like, you don't need to give everything away.
Yeah, no.
Like, I think that's been the benefit of, the Triple H booking lately, seeing it on NXT when they did it and now on the main roster, that sometimes less is more. And like, you don't even need to have 3 matches on the pre-show. One match, like now the pre-show is like an hour and a half, which that can get cut back to like a half hour.
Yes.
And I'm talking to WWE too. Because sometimes their pre-show goes on for too long for no reason whatsoever.
And don't have anything on it.
Yeah.
Well, look what they did with Anna and Deanna. 6-minute match.
Well,
what was the point?
Like the crowd was hardly even in there whenever they started that match. Like you could have really done the first half hour as like the video packages and all that, and then made the last hour the collision or whatever.
You're welcome, Taquan. You're welcome.
I don't know. They need to change something up. It's like,
and then that ending. I mean, the whole Moxley and Cassidy match was just
like that could have been bedtime right there.
I was shocked you didn't leave. I was ready to throw the hoodie on and like, we out. I was like, okay. I'm with you.
I mean, that was awful. And then everything that happened at the end of it was awful too.
Yeah.
I've seen posts saying they didn't have the Jumbotron on at all in the ring up top. So the people up top just had to watch legit the ring. And if you couldn't see the main Jumbotron, you was out of luck.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then they was like people was leaving when that long sequence between Jay White in the ring and him leaving. People was out, just leaving out until they heard the car crash and tried to run back in. You gotta book that better.
True. Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah. It's like they didn't do Collision on Saturday. So just do a 1-hour edition of Collision before the pay-per-view and there's your show. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then cut it down to 3 hours. If you need to have a little overrun time, cool. But if you're going to do an hour, like say if it's an hour Collision and then a 3-hour pay-per-view, that's 4 hours right there. You don't need 5 hours for a pay-per-view. Especially now they're doing it every month, pretty much.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out like who was still on the card to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, we completely forgot about Jack and Garcia.
Yeah.
It was like, holy mess. Completely forgot about them.
I think with them running events more often now, it's like before I could maybe find the logic in there with it being a quarterly event and just wanted to get all the feuds, wrapped up on the pay-per-view. I could maybe understand that, but we don't need this now all the time.
No.
And then Fletcher and Will Ospreay. I mean, you talk about no selling. I mean, gosh. I mean, how do you get Tombstone off the apron on the steps and just stand right back up?
Yeah.
It's like parts of me enjoys it, just like the match for the match's sake. But then it's like once the no selling comes in, I'm just like, you take me out instantly, and I got to get back into the match.
Like I like the action. It's usually fast paced for an Ospreay match, which I like. So I'm involved in it, but it's like I don't know. It's just I get where you're coming from with the no sell, really. But
even if it was just a pin, you go for pin. Don't get knocked down and hop right back up into another move.
You commenting live from T Willie's tonight? You out and about?
Cranberries in general, I don't know how I eat that shit.
If it doesn't come in a can, I don't want it.
Throw it all away.
I'm with Jason. Throw it all away.
Only thing good about cranberries is cran apple or ocean spray. That's it.
I was gonna say I like cran grape.
Cran grape, yeah, all those, all the mixed kids, yeah.
I mean, ocean spray does make the can. Johnny participation.
I did have Mercedes and Statlander as my Mount Rushmore for the week.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed that match, and it's her best match to date on the roster. So
it did. Yeah, she looked good.
We'll see. My only thought on that, and I'm not taking it away from that match because I agree that match could be argued as best match of the night, possibly. But definitely Mercedes' best match in AW, but we'll see her next match. Was that because Statlander was involved in that match and that match came off, or was it because of Mercedes, or is it the combo of the two of them together? Like,
I didn't want to go there, but like she's one of the goats, but she only looks her best when she's in the ring with somebody else great. So
we saw what it was like with Britt.
Yeah, when you had the 4 horsewomen, like she excelled. I don't think she's good at putting people over. Who's not on her level.
Yeah, I would say Hangman and Jay White I really liked that match. I did for that.
Yeah. Two men right there that I could watch in any match. Same with Ospreay. Like, you put them in, I'm watching it. You know, depends on the storyline, how invested I am with it. But, Hangman's a player for me.
Yes.
I enjoy pretty much everything he's done in AEW.
Yes. Yeah. Hangman this year has been really, really good.
Yes.
Character-wise, very, very good.
Like Steve said, MVP.
Yes. And it seems like he's the only one that's willing to change.
It's between him and Swerve. Those will be your top in the business.
Exactly.
1A and 1B.
Yeah, agreed.
I seen somebody saying that like all the faces or all the heels won except for Garcia. Who was your baby face? It's like you had no real baby faces. Other than me and my eyes, Willow would be the only one.
I never even thought of that while watching.
Orange and Darby. I mean, those are.
I don't see Darby as a baby face. And I don't see Orange as the guy you can get the whole company behind. I don't think he'd be a face of the company type of baby face.
Well, he's done. He's over.
Luckily, I knew going in
but he
Orange
got
was going
bleach
to
poured
win.
out the mouth. He should be dead. He got the Spitfire thrown in his face. So yeah.
Is he the champ? I haven't seen a belt.
Briefcase.
We all know what's in that briefcase. That could be his lunch. At least when Sherry Martel came to the ring with her, you knew there was a brick in the purse.
Yeah. And then if I did have a mush for this week, it'll be the NXT tag division still. I mean, they were having 3 to 4 brawls yesterday. Like, are you serious?
Only time I enjoyed it was during Axiom and Thor's match. That was it. Now you went off the rails.
Yeah, you are. And
everybody
especially
last week on Tuesday.
Especially that parking lot scene. Like, come on, man. I thought I was watching Last Action Hero.
The Abyss.
With that car just being destroyed like that.
You put like 5 people through the window, each window.
Yes, you did. And the roof. The roof in each window was all
right
busted.
Now, but
where's an Alpha and Blade?
That was one thing I wanted to bring up last week too. It was like you got all these tag teams in there. Where are they at?
Unless one's on the shelf.
Why is Eric Bischoff coming to NXT?
I have no idea.
Someone said controversy.
He's making his rounds. You know, he got he's having total control of every promotion.
Why is he bringing X-Pac with him?
I saw the video of like Kim Honor saying that he's coming in next week. Because then I think next week's whenever he's running MLW. I was like, MLW and WWE. Like,
I want to see what twist he puts on this main event.
I mean, he has no personal relationship with anybody, does he?
No.
He's not cool with Hunter. He's not cool with Sean.
It makes no sense to me.
Oh, because he's friends with Nash, who's friends with, and there we go.
Everybody else.
You getting the pay.
Now, I would say like he was there with Triple H and Sean, so we don't know how cool they really are or not.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
When you're NWO.
Oh, don't say that because when you want to hear that real American
There's your new NXT champion right there, Jared Bischoff. Oh man.
Yeah. But that would be my bush.
Mm-hmm. Did you have my Rushmore for this week?
And get Trick off the mic.
Those predictions will be next. But
since it was only Full Gear and NXT that I watched, since I didn't watch Raw, I'll say who is it? Fallon and Tatum. They put on a great match yesterday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best division in the game. NXT wins. Top to bottom.
Yes.
Just bringing in all the old TNA storylines here.
Yeah, you got the fresh cut West. And who are you?
Yeah, you do. It was funny, the crowd chanting that.
Is that the new Aces and Eights?
Yeah, it was pulled off a thing. Kyle Fletcher. New man.
Chris, do you have a mushroom Rushmore?
Yeah, it's tough with it only being early week. I haven't watched everything, but
it's easy.
I might give Mercedes and Statlander the Mount Rushmore nod for me right now, just at the moment. I mean, Full Gear in general could be the mush. I did this a couple weeks ago, but like I don't know. Thoughts on them bringing in the women's Intercontinental title?
That's my mush.
Okay.
That was my mush. Like you,
when you're not even done with the U.S. Championship tournament yet.
Yeah. So you want to have 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
They probably come on the same day.
I was gonna say the women's U.S. is gonna be crowned a main event.
Oh, so they'll do the other one on Raw, I guess.
Oh, they got a women's Intercontinental now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks sweet, but that's the only one I would have brought back. I would have brought back one. You don't need 2.
No, you don't need.
Yeah.
Belts.
Like,
and then you pre-taped it before the show.
Yeah. So that was spoiled online.
Okay.
If you went online, everybody was talking about that. But
you just get the earlier today graphic, and then Pierce talking about bringing out that title.
Why does a white strap automatically make it a women's title? Like, the Intercontinental title has had that white strap just by itself. Like,
yeah.
Whenever I saw that, I was like, really? Like, we can't even do like different designs for it. Like, we just have to copy and paste.
I like that one with the white stripe, white strap. But to me, you don't need 2 mid-card titles in the women's division.
No.
You don't even need the U.S. title for the men's.
No.
Agreed.
No.
Again, I'd much rather see it be one set of titles.
And they just float
on either.
Yeah.
Yep, they float.
Yep.
Titles for title's sake.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever they announced that, I was like, so it's becoming like UFC now. Like, there's going to be a championship for every division.
Soon they'll bring back the cruiserweight.
Not even going to touch that one.
Any thoughts on your first champions of each?
We don't know the women yet for that.
Hold on, but didn't they say was it everybody for the US?
Was Raw and SmackDown.
Was Raw and SmackDown.
And then they end up bringing in NXT, which I was cool with. Because Lash Legend ended up getting added to a match.
Yeah, that is right, yeah.
So I wasn't taken away from that, because at least, okay, if we're going to do this, especially if we're going to do triple threat matches, do all 3 brands.
Yes.
But then I think most of the women in it have ended up being just SmackDown. Besides that, so because that was another thing I thought, like, it was supposed to be Raw and SmackDown fighting for the first championship, and then we're going to give Raw a title too.
How long are these supposed to go in? Like, how long are these tournaments or something?
The U.S. will be crowned at Saturday night's main event.
Okay.
So it'll go on the next couple weeks. All they've said so far is Intercontinental starts this week on Raw.
Okay. So not enough time till Jordan Grace comes.
No.
I had Chelsea for the U.S. I had Bailey for the U.S. just to be.
Oh, okay.
To put a name on it, but it's like,
no.
Put it on Chelsea.
No, I need some up and comers for these titles. I don't need people who's already established. I need new.
I can see the argument for Chelsea being established, but she hasn't really held a bunch of titles enough for me to say she doesn't deserve it.
Not that he was referring to me putting on Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see Chelsea be the one for the U.S. title. But at the same time, typical Chelsea makes it to the finals and then gets screwed out of it somehow or something that just goes with the character.
But yep, goes with the character. Yeah. Then find some way to enter into the IC one.
Cool.
There you go.
I'd be okay with that. I'll give the pass to Chelsea for a lot of stuff. So just because she's entertaining as all hell.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet or for Raw. What are your thoughts on that?
Everybody I know on Raw's in the tag.
How soon before we get Intercontinental and U.S. champion or tag team champions? Because that's going to happen.
That's definitely coming. Yeah.
Because the roster might be good, but it's not that deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or how soon are we going to have a title merger between the two and just become one?
As soon as everything off's on Netflix.
Then that would be the Netflix title, right?
There you go. Big N.
Yeah.
What it look like.
So at least another 5-6 years possibly. Like, yeah, I get it, but it's too many belts.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something fresh, not just a belt.
You,
Do
want
something
cups?
with the roster.
you want
know,
cups like AEW? And they just what, a dynasty cup?
That's the
They just storm.
yeah, that would be like all of the brands. So at Wrestle Dynasty in Japan, it'll be like one AEW, one from CMLL, one from Japan.
Okay.
WWE got that. It's down at NXT. Charlie Dempsey carries it.
I don't even need to see that.
They already have one.
Because at this point, I don't really think NXT Europe's ever actually happening. So just get rid of that. So we're done with it.
They can let that go.
Whenever I thought NXT Europe was a thing, I was like, cool, they're just going to bring it on NXT, to kind of hype that up. And there's been like no word on that. Like, I just don't think it's happening anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Just one thing for me. Having Roxanne at number 20 on the under 30 list is a travesty.
Having Hope above anybody is a travesty.
It's like I don't see how Roxanne is below Mariah May. Even though I like Mariah May, I like Roxanne a lot better.
Yeah.
How old is Delta?
I don't know.
Right now, I looked up, but I couldn't find age.
Yeah. But they're only going, main or something not going.
Yeah.
She just got on the main roster.
That WWE ID sounds like a gamer tag or something I gotta register for. Sounds like Capcom ID.
Yeah, we'll see how that really plays out. All right. I don't got anything else. Jason?
No game.
What was that?
No game.
I got one if you want to do a game.
I'm saving my stuff for later.
Okay. I'm trying to avoid cooking, man. We can stay on all day.
All right. So this was going to be my game from this past week. Just cut that short for the time. So we're going to do WarGames 98 Brand Wars. So we're going to take Team WWF, Team ECW, and Team WCW. So what I'm going to want you to do, we're all going to go around and make up a five team for each three. So we'll do the first match will be WCW versus ECW, and then the winner will face Team WWF for the overall. So kind of like the old Survivor Series of Strive to Survive.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason, since you're WWE Jason, kick us off with this. Can be anybody in 1998 for any of those three brands. So it doesn't matter if they were injured or anything. If it's just as long as they were active at some point in 98, they can be on your team.
Am I picking just for WWE or am I picking for
this one? We'll do WWF first, and then we'll go through the other ones. So just give me your first.
Where he's just picking a 5-man team.
We're just going to go around kind of like draft the 5 team out. So just give me your first pick for Team WWF.
Give me Stone Cold.
Cool. Donald.
Kane.
Okay. All right,
that version of Kane.
I'm going to go Shawn Michaels. Donald, go ahead again.
I am going Taker.
And final pick, Jason.
Never in history will I say this again. Give me Hitman.
Well, technically, he wasn't active in
wasn't there.
WWF in
He wasn't
'98.
there.
WCW.
Yeah, 97.
he-
Yeah,
up to
97 was his
97.
last. Was his last.
Well, good. I'm not picking him on
You're
WCW.
retrieved.
So,
You gotta retrieve.
give me Eddie. Was Eddie there in that?
Eddie
Eddie
wasn't there
wasn't.
yet.
I was still WCW.
Yeah, damn.
There's a little help right there.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Rock.
Is that who you want to go with?
Was he Rocky Maivia or was he Rock?
He was Nation Domination Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can be Rock. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Rock. All right. We'll go ECW. Donald, kick us off.
Towards the end of the year, he was the biggest face at the time. Al Snow.
Awesome. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he was doing both.
Yeah, because Living Dangerously '98, he was really. Remember, he came in with Lance Storm against the Triple Threat. Yeah, and the crowd was popping like hell for him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see that pick coming. All right. Jason, ECW.
Said '98, so
Yeah. I mean, peak for all three promotions, really. So
Was Sabu there?
yeah,
he was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sabu. You got Sabu. I'm gonna go RVD. All right, Jason, go ahead again.
Give me New Jack.
Who?
New Jack.
No, New Jack. Okay. And Donald. Last one.
Oh,
Pitbull 2.
I'm making this is in my wheelhouse to where this time, man. I will say Bam Bam Bigelow
Bam Bam.
in
No
'98.
Taz on here.
Mm-hmm. In '98.
Hmm.
Hey, Bam Bam put Taz through the he put him through the ring. So, that's over top. Hey.
All right, WCW. I'll kick things off. I'm gonna go Goldberg. Jason. Do you want to go Bret Hart now?
No. Yeah, no. Give me Hollywood.
Hollywood. All right, Donald.
I'm going Nash because he was the booker.
All right.
He was the booker at the time. He was the booker.
I'm gonna go Sting. And who wants to give me one more?
98. I'm trying to think.
Give me
98.
Bam Bam.
No, Bam Bam was in ECW.
No, it wasn't. I'm looking at the roster now.
He might have been in both that year.
Really?
What's the internet's lying to me?
Because Living Dangerously '98 is when he put Taz through the ring.
Contracts can expire at any time. So
And well, back then too, yeah, you really didn't really know because the internet was in infancy by then. So
Who did you pick, Chris?
we got Goldberg, Hollywood, Nash, and Sting right now.
Give me Flair.
I'm fired. Fired already. Was that year? Was that year? Or was that
That might have been.
97? No, I think that was.
It might have been
98.
97. 97 or 98. Yeah.
Yeah. It was close around there.
Nobody's picking Dreamer.
All right. So first match, we got ECW versus WCW. Team ECW, Al Snow, Sabu, RVD, New Jack, and Bam Bam versus Goldberg, Hollywood, Nash, Sting, and Flair.
ECW got that.
Now, don't forget, it is
Oh.
WarGames, so
Chris, you know what I thought you did? I thought you hit generate a match. It was going to read it off on AI.
I could.
98 stats. Simulate season.
So everybody just give their pick on who they would go to the next match.
ECW for me.
Okay, Donald.
WCW for me.
I mean, looking at these two, I think that's definitely ECW's wheelhouse. But
In
the
ring.
roster, I think, is just I gotta go Team
WCW
WCW on it. Yeah.
You got Nash in the Booker, and you got one of the main.
WCW would clear the house with everybody.
WCW's gonna win overall anyway, because you got one guy's the Booker, you got another guy who got total creative control. So there you go. I know you picked me, but I win.
All right, Don, we'll go with you first. So you got Team ECW versus Team WWF. So ECW, Al Snow, Sabu, RVD, New Jack, and Bam Bam versus Stone Cold, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Taker, and The Rock.
Now this is where it changed at, because this is where the big boys play. This is WWE for sure.
All right, since even though me and Jason didn't pick Team ECW versus Team WWF, Jason, what do you think? Who do you think would win that instance? I don't even need to ask, really, but
yeah, WWF.
I mean, yeah, I think we're all going Team WWF on this one. All right, so Jason, I'll let you kick this one off. Team WCW versus WWF. Again, Team WCW, Hollywood, Goldberg, Nash, Sting, and Flair versus Stone Cold, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Taker, and The Rock.
You have a Mount Rushmore plus one. Give me WWF.
Donald, even though you didn't pick WCW versus WWF, who do you think?
WWF.
I gotta go with them too. We'll go clean sweep WWF on that one.
Yeah.
Just during that time,
You're firing all cylinders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, WCW was good in '98, but
towards the end, it was getting
the end of '98. I mean, was the finger poke of doom and what led to the downfall, but started the downfall at least. But
Talk about that's funny. That's funny.
The match that could never happen because of politics.
Where's he from? Beirut, Michigan, or wherever. Where's
Bombay, Michigan.
Bombay, Michigan. Yeah, that don't even non-existent. But that's Chris. That was a good game. I like that. Yeah. You should have hit the AI. Should have hit the AI creative app.
Did you say it was WarGames?
Yeah, he said WarGames.
WarGames, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I picked ECW in the beginning, because it's just
like you said, their wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I would have said Survivor Series, just elimination, does that change any of the matches for you, or is the outcome still the same?
Oh, now that it does. That's WCW.
Okay.
Because it's a slower paced match. They have older people. At that time, they had older people.
A whole lot of back rakes and big boots.
They better had one person who was like, up all the time. That was Goldberg. Everybody else is way, way older. So I think that would have fit them more than WarGames.
I mean, Sting still wasn't old at that time.
True.
He was more in his prime, I think, at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he wasn't a Beach Blonde thing,
This is true. Wasn't in his early 20s, that's for sure. But... Nobody picked Ultimate Warrior for '98 WCW.
That wasn't Ultimate Warrior. You could have picked Rick Rude for both.
Yeah, you could have. All three, probably.
Yeah, you probably could have. All three. The three faces of Rude.
So if it's Survivor Series, still Team WWF coming out on the win?
I say WCW for me.
WCW gets the win overall.
Mm-hmm.
For the moment, I'd give it to WCW.
I might still give it to WWF. That would be like, that's what Survivor Series 2001 should have been. Getting
yes, it should have
the top 5 versus top 5. To find out who the real brand war was.
You have it down to 5-on-2 with Flair and Hogan left.
That's a lot of chops and boots.
That's true too. Yeah, that's how cold it was.
Yeah. Another one gone way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a topic for another day. All right, gentlemen, before we wrap things up, anything left?
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into Dumbmarks After Dark again. Maybe it won't be another 2 years before we do this again.
Yeah.
2 years, yeah, almost. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on all social media at DumbMarksPod. Follow, give us a listen over at Spotify, tell a friend. And remember, until this upcoming Monday, all of our merch at prowrestlingtees.com/dumbmarkspod is on sale at 20% off. And a little housekeeping tip. We are off this upcoming Saturday. There will be that's why we were doing the show tonight. So there won't be a Dumbmarks podcast this upcoming Saturday, but we'll be back Saturday, December 7th. Normal time, same Dumbmarks time, same Dumbmarks place. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving.
My show.
We'll catch you guys around the way.